Good morning, Saturday morning. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. June 26th, Saturday morning. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Washington, D.C. 2 more days. The world then will be a mist. Wimbledon 2021. Street Now Sports. Tennis specifically. Terry Dwayne Ashford here. We thought we'd come back and give you a little bit more insight on a match that we thought would be an extremely, hugely compelling first round matchup. And it is the one between our number one seeded player, Ash Bartley, against Carla Suarez Navarro. Tennis enthusiasts around the world are picking their winners and their losers for selected matches that they've chosen to watch. Whoa, SNnews, Street Now News, sports, tennis specifically, Terry Dwayne Ashford has done the same. And it is this match between our number one seeded player, number one player in the world against the Spaniard, 5'4" tall Spaniard here that gives us our excitement. We're going to talk a little bit more about why in just a few short moments. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. Saturday morning, June 26th, 9:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Washington, D.C., reporting for you from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan, right between the Baltimore metropolitan area. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. Ash Bartley, number one player in the world, standing at 5'5", and is known as a crafty player who gets by with slicing and dicing and outsmarting her opponents. On the other side of the court, we have Carla Suarez Navarro, a veteran that comes in at 5'4" tall, who is known for slicing and dicing also her opponents out of the game, bringing that wonderful, beautiful one-handed backhand, similar to that of Justine Henin, that took out Serena Williams on several occasions and gave her a winning record between the Grand Slam champion. Carla Suarez Navarro has a one-handed backhand that's similar to that of Justine Henin. So Ash Barty has something to look forward to when she plays Carla Suarez Navarro. First round match of Wimbledon 2021. Crafty, smart, and strategic. This particular matchup between Ash Barty, number one seed, and Carla Suarez Navarro has never been played before. The head-to-head right now shows them a 0-0. No head-to-head at this particular point. No match has ever been played between the two of them. So that makes it even more interesting. Equally competent. Equally smart. Similar styles. Similar craftiness. And similar height. Both standing about an inch between each other. 5'5", Ash Barty, number one seed, up against 5'4", Carla Suarez Navarro. Interesting first round matchup. From Terry Dwayne Ashford, SNnews Street, and now sports, tennis specifically. It is that marquee matchup that SNnews will be watching for the outcome. The first round matchups this year, 2021 Wimbledon. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. Now here's some more information for you regarding our number one player in the world. Her name is Ashley Barty, playing for the nation, for the country of Australia. Born in April 24th, 1996, and she was born also in Australia. Standing at 5'5" tall, 1.65 meters in height. She plays right-handed with the current standing of number one in the world. And on to Carla Suarez Navarro. Plays for the country of Spain, born September 3rd, 1988. She was born in Spain. She also lives in Barcelona, Spain, standing at 5'4" tall, 161.63 meters in height. She also plays right-handed. Her current singles ranking is 136 in the world. Now we're looking at a 25-year-old Ash Barty playing against the 32-year-old Carla Suarez Navarro. The age difference there accounts for about, looks like it's 9 additional titles for Ash Barty. Ash Barty has 11 current singles titles, whereas Carla Suarez Navarro has only 2 titles now. The 32-year-old is a veteran, has been playing for much longer, and comes in with a reputation of having a fierce, formidable, forceful, one-handed backhand that can do damage on anyone, especially someone her own height, like number 1 seeded Ash Barty. Now, by the other end of the token, Ash Barty comes in with known craftiness, and a one-handed backhand of her own, but known craftiness that can outsmart anybody on the court. The head-to-head between the two shows that they have played, they've never played before. So you don't have a whole lot to look to in terms of trying to gauge who's going to win this particular match. That's what makes it even more interesting. It's a guessing game. Well, it's a guessing game until you look at the strengths and the weaknesses of the players. Ash Barty is coming into Wimbledon 2021 with having sustained a hip injury, in which we hope her ailment has sustained itself or doesn't even exist anymore, because if it does, that is what Carla Suarez Navarro is going to use to her advantage in this particular match. The key points: who's going to win here? Before Terry Dwayne Ashford, your SNnews journalist-in-chief, tennis specifically broadcaster, tells you who he thinks is going to win. Key points comes down to Carla Suarez Navarro executing that one-handed backhand that can do lots and lots of damage in so many different ways. That one-handed backhand from that 5'4" tall player has taken out the likes of Venus Williams before, and has won her a career Grand Slam prize money total of over $11 million. Carla Suarez Navarro uses that one-handed backhand to create the angle and get in to the court, get to the net. That's what she's going to have to do on Ash Barty, but she's going to have to do it on the right points. Being sporadic on getting to the net when she executes this one-handed backhand is going to be key. By the same token, being smart is what's going to help her to win it. Our number 1 player in the world, Ash Barty from Australia, is going to be smart. We all know that. And not only is she going to be smart, she's also going to be waiting. Current number 1 in the world as of June 23rd, 2019, we're looking at Ash Barty going against Carla Suarez Navarro, who is current 138, has reached a career high of number 6 in the world in February of 2016. Age difference here is 7 years. 7 years, both playing it right-handed, both within 1 inch in height of the other. You're getting this report from Terry Dwayne Ashford, SNnews, Street Now News, coming to you, for you, and all about you. From Washington, D.C., the metropolitan area, which includes Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, Maryland, and the state of Virginia. We're here reporting for you near the Baltimore metropolitan area line. So they are between Washington, D.C. metropolitan area and the Baltimore metropolitan area, in between the two. Street Now Sports is an entity of SNnews by Terry Dwayne Ashford. Street Now News. Street Now News is an entity of Tad Media, Wilma Wayne and Companies. Working on the WHEO Talk broadcast Broadcast Network. Giving homage to Wilma Greenwood Johnson Ashford out of Independence, Mississippi. And David Ashford right there at Wakefield Road. Here, we're reporting for you on a couple of days on the start of Wimbledon, June 28, 2021. Coming to you right there from Church Road, England, the All England Tennis and Croquet Club. Delivering for us the championship 2021. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford, your SNnews, your journalist-in-chief broadcaster. I'm also your in the car seat, that color. Other interesting news coming to you out of Wimbledon 2021 includes our defending champion on the latest side. Simona Halep has pulled out of the tournament, citing a calf injury per the WTA tour announcement. Simona Halep won the tournament in 2019. 2020, the championship wasn't held due to the COVID pandemic. And that makes her the defending champion for this year's 2021. She's pulled out, and that opens up the field for Serena Williams in her half of the draw. Serena Williams, who's vying for Grand Slam title number 24 that would match her with the all-time great Margaret Court. Record of Grand Slam titles held amongst all other players in the Wimbledon Open era. Serena Williams is vying for number 24, and that wouldn't match her with Margaret Court. By the same token, we have Novak Djokovic, who is currently standing at 19 Grand Slam titles under his belt, and he is vying to match Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal with 20, the all-time highs on the men's side. Now, there's another match that's worthy to be watched. It's the match between Sloane Stephens, first round match also. Sloane Stephens against Petra Kvitova. Petra Kvitova. Very, very interesting match. Both players are Grand Slam winners. U.S. Open champion, one-time U.S. Open champion is Sloane Stephens, and Wimbledon a couple of times, I think, at least one time with Petra Kvitova. So, two Grand Slam champions going against each other, but I think that in that particular match, Petra Kvitova is going to pull it out. For SNnews, Street Now News, Street Now Sports, tennis specifically, our guess on that marquee matchup between number one seed Ashley Barty against Carla Suarez Navarro. Our winner is coming up next for you. Okay, for SNnews, Terry Dwayne Ashford. We are picking our winner between the two formidable under 5'6" tall players. Between number one seed Ash Barty up against Carla Suarez Navarro. Now, we believe that both players will have that day. We hope that it's a three-setter. We think it's going to be a three-setter. We do see, however, the winner of that match to come out being our number one seed, Ash Barty, who will nitpick at that wonderful, beautiful, one-handed backhand of Carla Suarez Navarro until no more. For SNnews, Terry Dwayne Ashford here, giving you an analysis of that match. Street Now News, sports, tennis specifically. We do believe that it would be a three-setter here. Two very close first two sets, going back and forth between the two players. One-handed backhand, but we do believe that Carla Suarez may just lose a little patience on the nitpicking on her backhand by Ash Barty. And at the points where it really mattered, we think that she will lose sight in the end on coming to the net and closing out the correct shot. Therefore, she will lose, I think, sight on closing out the match. And I think, from SNnews, Terry Dwayne Ashford here, we do think that our number one seed, number one player in the world, Ash Barty, will come out on top. And two close first two sets, closing out in the third set. That might even go at 6-2. For SNnews, I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford. June 26th, Saturday morning, 9:35 a.m., giving you this analysis on marquee matchup between number one seed Ash Barty against first round matchup of Carla Suarez Navarro. For SNnews, I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford, Street Now News.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.